one way you could use ChatGPT, the new image generator, to coming up with thumbnails. All you need is an image as yourself for reference, or whoever you're using, uploading that, and then sketch, like right here. So yeah, I started with that. I gave it some extra prompts, and we can create a few different variations of it right here. For the new ChatGPT image stuff, if you've been seeing what people are posting with images, it's wild. And someone brought up that you could use it for YouTube thumbnails. So basically, as long as you have an image of you, and if you're producing these images and take like your sketch pad, right? And then you're going to draw out a YouTube image, just something along those lines. So I just drew this out, MCP bananas, and it's a picture of a little stick figure pointing to it. Now, I already taken a picture that I'm going to upload now from my computer, and I'm going to do one more. And if I had my Remarkable with me, I would just do that, or I could just sketch it on my phone if I wanted to. But if I had this idea for an image, I'm going to send it to myself on Slack right now. And by way of Slack, I now have my image that I can upload. And so all I'm going to say, create a YouTube thumbnail for me using my image as the likeness, and then the sketch I provided as the concept to create. We'll end up creating multiple images like this to test against, but I want you to create an optimized YouTube thumbnail for this using our brand colors, mostly black with pops of neon green. Now, because I'm using the 4.0 that has the capacity to generate these images, the only question on my end from generating these is it going to do it in the actual YouTube thumbnail size? And if it just did a square block, I would have to adjust it, and you can use something like Canva for that. But just giving it the prompt with the image that I've taken on one end and then a sketch of it. So if you do some of your initial prototyping or sketching or mocking up, this could also work with Figma design files. And so if you upload a sketch of a Figma design as an initial concept, this can help with refining that concept. And what I've noticed in testing this for another project and designing illustrations for a book is that if you give it a style guide out the gate, and this is something that we can have integrated in with the brand brief and style guide that we already do have integrated in with it. But you just paste that here and you attach it either inside of the chat thread that you're working with. But what that will do is it'll keep the images on point. And so if you're using a certain font, if you're using a certain anything, it's going to take those, and you can just add them in here as text as well. So if you have certain brand style guide, font colors. So it's taking the image and it's actually regenerating the image. This is not me right now. Like it's the image from me that I uploaded, but the image that I uploaded, like you can tell it's a little off, but it's like MCP. So like you can give it text like this. You can do this on your phone too, but notice that the good thing of what it did here is it did follow the general sketch and a subtle glow in the background. So I'm just going to give it another follow-up set of instructions based on what it gave me in the first place. And so as from like a strategic, creative perspective coming into here, if I have my brand style guide, my brand tone, my brand fonts, my brand colors, if I have all of that in basically a document that I can upload here to start, and there's probably ways that you could set up a project specifically to reference this, but just to make sure that it's on point right from the get-go, you could upload a certain style guide, or you could also upload other reference point images from other creative, whether it's the best performing creative that you've already done on your channel, or you're finding other creators from inspiration that are doing other forms of these thumbnails that you like and you want to replicate with your own style and your own twist on it, then you could upload those images here. And I think that's the direction that this is going, is the more context you're still providing it, the more you're going to be able to steer the direction. But once you lock in with a style of images and a brand fonts and other things, it will literally take the same font and format and run it again and again and again. And I won't show the project that I'm doing that right now because I want to finish this generation and it might crash it out. You can see just with a secondary prompt, I would say that it's obviously me, but it's like an illustrated, stylized version of me. And I don't know if we want to say this. Then we do this. Is going to be super meta. Change the text to ChatGPT image bananas. And so this is going to be really meta because I didn't plan to actually do this. At the beginning of this, I wanted to shoot this for a client. And then I realized that this could actually be a funny video to just share, like how you can use an MCP, not MCP. I was just using that because the recent video that we uploaded was about MCPs. And I spent like an hour and a half working through a few different thumbnail designs myself. There's also other tools that can help you with generating thumbnail designs, but this is able to capture a sketch that you throw up onto an image into ChatGPT now using 4.0. It's going to replicate it and use it as inspiration to build on the design. And that's actually a kind of a good thumbnail. I'm just going to go ahead and send it and see what happens. So if you like this video and you thought it was helpful in understanding how one way you could use ChatGPT, the new image generator, to coming up with thumbnails, all you need is an image as yourself for reference, or whoever you're using, uploading that, and then sketch like right here. So yeah, I started with that. I gave it some extra prompts and we can create a few different variations of it right here. And so if you found this helpful, like the video, share it with people that you think would find it helpful too. And let us know in the comments if you like this kind of style, like demonstration, a video, and also like any cool things that you're using this specifically to generate images for. Because I think this moment right now is actually a massive moment in terms of leaps forward with ChatGPT's capabilities, but other AI companies soon to follow. The quality of image generation that we see here is, quite frankly, bananas. See you on the next video.